Reaction videos! Reaction videos are the absolute fucking worst content on this site, right?
Oh. Son's Honest Reactions with a reaction to people talking about reactions. Let's cut the bullshit, and I think you guys probably want to know what I have to say about this. Why reaction channels are shit by grade A under A. So I want to get this video out here to you guys now before you start spamming me on my thoughts with all this bullshit. First and foremost, let's just wind the clocks back just a little bit to another video that I was talking about a while ago, and I'm going to try to make this one very short and get my points out here, but let's just remember what I talked about a few months ago when PewDiePie called out reaction videos and made that big statement that just started to, basically the shit hit the fan. And I talked about this. I knew that there was going to be a lot more hate on reaction videos, but just like that reaction video, what I mentioned where PewDiePie was kind of using scapegoats, the reactors and reaction videos as a scapegoat to particularly talk about something or someone indirectly, right? This is basically the same thing, just not as covered up so much. The names are listed in the video. You guys can go click on the video. I'll leave the link in the description below. I promised you that I wouldn't be bringing those individuals up at all anymore, but since I am mentioning this video, we're just going to cover this part. What I will say about this video is I loved it. I thought I know it's probably going to be very surprising, especially some of the shit that he said about me, but I thought it was great. I thought it was exactly, it reflected exactly what people have been saying about reaction videos, particularly the names that were mentioned in this video and the sort of exposures. This is the thing I was talking about when the PewDiePie took notice of the insane growth in popularity. This is another sort of a cause and effect of what is happening when something or someone or some people, a select few, start to gain a certain amount of subscribers and notoriety, and people just don't understand what the deal is. And especially because when we all first started, like when it was just established before war was declared and all that other bullshit, right? When it was just fun, right? And when it was just myself, Gator, Tyrone, Ryan, and there were a lot of other people doing it, but just not as much, and people didn't start copying other people, so to speak. I know that I have inspired a lot of people to become reactors and start doing reaction videos because, just like Ryan said and Tyrone said, when watching Gator, it didn't look like it was that hard. It's pretty easy to do, right? And so I know the world has grown, the reactor world has grown, but I also understand that if you're not a fan of reaction videos, which I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm not a fan of watching other people's reactions. I don't even watch my own reaction videos that often, unless I'm editing and such. But if you're not a fan of these reaction videos and you're from the outside looking in, you can kind of see how annoying this is getting when your channels, when all your recommended videos are getting flooded in, even on channels you block. Specifically, the people that he addressed, even on channels you block, so you don't want any more recommendations, right? Anymore, you still get recommendations through other forms of it, but we're not going to talk about that. The point I was going to say is you can see from the outside looking in, if you're not a big fan of reaction videos, then why the fuck do reaction videos keep on popping up everywhere? And it's very comparable, as I mentioned in the PewDiePie statement a while back. It's very similar to the Reply Girl fiasco, where it was a bunch of big titty people big titty women. I don't know, maybe they were men. I think there were reply guys, but big titty women with actual no content or any sort of entertaining, substantial, evident work put into the videos, replying, and you would just be kind of force-fed. Bunch of thirsty ass motherfuckers subscribing, and because the subscribers were this big, the level is this high, they get more exposure, and because they're more exposure, they're going to be on every other video you see. So luckily YouTube disabled the reply system. However, with this situation with reaction videos, it's going to be a long time coming. And I think the guy actually made a very good point. If you stuck with the video, which is like 15 minutes, and if you watch his earlier video, the part 1, which I actually watched as well, like I said, he's taking a piss. He literally is taking a piss into this video, but he the other terminology is like he's taking shots, so to speak. Taking shots at reaction videos, but more or less you can see in the video where his problem lies, and it's a reflection of any, I think, average sort of YouTube fan or just someone who's watching YouTube that just doesn't understand reaction videos, on top of fans of reaction videos and reactors not understanding why certain things are the way it is right now. And he actually made some very good points about that. And I guess the last thing I will mention about that is, with reaction channels, in, you know, not bringing up those names that are mentioned, but in that feature, a good point I think he actually made up was the fact that there's a lot of people, you're just deciding to react to the most watched YouTube channels out there for a particularly good reason. PewDiePie, epic rap battles, things like that. And I started thinking about that today, in terms of what I'm seeing a lot of clones sort of do, a lot of reactors do, and everybody's doing it. I understand why they're reacting to it, but this is one of the problems they're having, is the fact that maybe it's going to be a quick way to get that silver plaque, maybe it's going to be a quick way to get the gold plaque even, but it's littering the feeds, and it's littering just the channels and such, just to reply to, not, you know, what did PewDiePie say? Shake your head, not a little bit, right? I understand the frustration here. And, you know, the only other thing I'm going to make, because I did promise I'm going to make this short here, is I wanted to bring up this one image with the Reactastic 4 just to do some amendments. And I actually emailed Grade A, because I just wanted to clarify some stuff with him about the reason why I made that phone call wasn't because of the reasons he thought. And I wanted to basically, even then, like, it was funny when I was writing the email to him, I was just like, yeah, man, you wouldn't even believe, even at that point in time, it was just ridiculous how stupid, and how nobody could understand what was going on. So I wanted to clear this shit up as soon as possible, but made it worse, or I don't know. But the thing I was going to talk about here is this image. Let's take a look here. It said the Reactastic 4, the red-haired guy calls him this. I don't know why. Clarification, Tyrone Magnus came up with that name. We just worked through it after that. I think it was most notably named with the Batmag. Batmag takes on the Reactastic 4, that one, right? I think that was the one that really put that in there, so we just went with that. We also had the 4 Horsemen of Reacting. That was another one Tyrone came up with. The Big 4 was given to us by the people. And that's pretty much all we have there with the Reactastic 4. I like this one though. Tyrone Magnus, most subbed of these 4. I actually really like the guy. He seems cool as hell. Everybody loves Tyrone. You can't go wrong with that because he's honest, charisma, everything about Tyrone. You can't hate but like him, and I guarantee you to this day, nobody will ever hate on Tyrone his growth or anything, because they see there's a legit reason why people would like him, and he's not gonna blow up out of the water unless he has something extreme, even more viral than the NBC content, the Star Wars trailer that really put him on the map beyond Ryan. At that time, Tyrone, I think, was like 50,000 subscribers or something like that. At that time, before the Star Wars trailer came out. Anyways, moving on. The Real Rejects. This guy seems pretty chill, but the reactions are just them silently watching videos. Well, in short, you know, that's reaction videos. The majority of reaction videos in a nutshell. I've been more aware of that with my own reactions as well, and I've been trying to give more content over the actual video, because I completely get the guy's point, and I'm gonna wrap that up in my conclusion. But and then even people start commenting that I talk too much on the videos. I'm like, go watch the fucking original video first. You're coming for my reaction, my impromptu review, so to speak, right? Then Gator Martin, he seems like a cool guy, actually, really chill. Everybody loves Gator Martin. Most chill. But see, and the last thing I'm going to point out about that one with Gator Martin is the fact that, unlike myself, Ryan, and Tyrone, Gator Martin, and I'm saying this with all due respect, is not a businessman. It's just Gator Martin's just a student. I think, he's just focusing on graduating, was just doing it for fun. Gator Martin didn't even know about monetization until like a month ago. Gator and Cooley, so didn't know about he was just doing it as just for fun, basically. And you know, this does go back to over half a year ago, when we all were just doing the reactions kind of for fun. I think Ryan and Tyrone were still, Ryan specifically was doing it more as a business and such, and Tyrone as well. But you know, for me, it was just, a reaction a week or something, and it was mainly all just Batman stuff. Remind me not to bring that up. Remind me to bring that up in my conclusion here. And then the last one, I thought was kind of funny though. Akasan, not gonna lie, this guy's really odd, LOL, and his reactions are fake as fuck. And so anybody that's been watching this channel knows, for a while knows, Akasan's honest reactions are honest for a reason. And if I were faking my reactions, Mr. Grade A, Under A, I would have a lot more subscribers, and I would have gotten that silver plaque a long time ago. Case in point, go watch my Batman vs. Superman trailers and you will completely understand. There is no faking, because if there was any time I was supposed to fake a trailers, it would have been that one, Star Wars, Jurassic World, and there would have been a silver plaque right in the background right now. Believe that, buddy. There is no faking. No faking, and I was trying to figure out why he would think I would fake any of my reactions and such. I thought maybe he was thinking maybe the Avengers reaction or something like that. But he based it off of my recent reaction to the Boogie, reading his hate comment, roasting, the Boogie roast and such, which I thought was odd. But anyways, I just wanted to clarify that if I were faking my reactions, I would have a lot more subscribers, and I would have been doing it a lot smarter a long time ago. I often think that if, you know, I just smiled in front of the camera, fake some reactions, yeah, like, you know, we would not have this problem that we have today. But I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, honestly. So there you guys go. I'm sure there were some other points I wanted to make with this, but I just was, since I'm mentioning there, and he's got me looking like a pedophile, which is actually pretty damn cropped pretty well, actually, with the trench coat and all that. I thought that part was great. I mentioned in the video a little later because of the call that I made to YouTube, and he brings up the PewDiePie stuff as well. And I thought that was, I thought for the most part, for the point he was making, it was well done. And again, one of the jobs out here that I have is I encourage you to always see all the sides, my friends. Look at all all the sides, look at all the angles, and realize that, again, this wasn't necessarily directed at YouTube reactions in general. There's a lot, and if you see the original video, he had the countdown of videos that anybody can do on YouTube to get famous, so to speak, right? And you know, this was supposed to be, I guess, the #1 thing, making reactions anybody could do. Granted, pretty much anybody can do reactions, but it takes a very interesting character to make great reactions and to have people keep coming to request your reaction. I think that's one of the bigger things, is to come and request the reactions. Look, there's other things, unboxing videos, god damn it, some other shit I just blanked out on, but there's a lot of other things that people can do that are up there. But it, like I said, it takes a unique person and it takes unique people to really make it more interesting, intelligent. But one of the issues I have is the fact that maybe I sort of kill the mood by breaking apart a trailer a little too much. And like I said, wrapping it up in conclusion here, you know, I used to do a reaction, like, I encourage you, grade A, under A, to look at my site a little bit more. And I do apologize, my friend, a little bit of it is my fault as well, because of the fact that reaction videos have become more popular than the other stuff that I've had. But Akasan's Quickies, the Weekly Wednesday What's Up, just talking about life. This channel has always been just about one thing. This dude, right? Oh, me. You get the fucking point, right? And unfortunately, I haven't actually been doing that. I actually apologize to my subscribers about the other content, because it has shifted, and a lot of people have been thinking that this is just a reaction channel, which is the least of that. You look at my Mr. Grade A under A. I wish you had another name I could just call you. GAUA. If you look at my popular videos, the top ones are not reactions at all. So that's why people come. One of the reasons why people come. Come for the reactions, stay for the content, right? And, sorry, wrapping it up, in conclusion, basically. In conclusions, my friend, my friends, my subscribers, we all were doing, when I first started doing reactions, it was just for fun. And mainly just Batman stuff, and I just was doing it just because I had a community of a fan base. This is before I didn't even know other people were doing it. It was just a way, because I was bored staying out here in the land of the rising sun. It was just a nice way to keep talking to other fans of Batman stuff, or of just things that I was interested in, because there was nobody else out here that was interested in the same things that I was, and nobody was into Avengers, nobody was into Batman or comics or anything like that. It was just a good way to stay connected, like when I used to go to the comic book stores and comic book conventions and go to the movies and be able to actually have fucking conversations with people about movies, right? Water cooler talk, right? That's why I was just doing the reactions. And then when it became unfortunate, and then I got excited because there were people like Tyrone, very similar, that were doing the same thing, and we had the same interests, and it just was really fun to do that. And you know, it got me motivated to keep on doing these kind of reactions and such, and brought in a different audience, things like that. And then afterwards, after war was declared and everything became kind of like a dick checking subscription size count type bullshit, when it became more of a competition, that's the part where things got a little annoying, and people were requesting things, but I noticed it wasn't the same type of people that were in the same sort of community anymore, and they weren't really requesting things because they would think I would like it. They were just requesting it because other people were requesting it, and they were requesting it to other reactors, and it was less for me, and it was more just because they wanted to see if you were going to do it, so to speak. And a lot of times I would see comments would be like, hey, can you react to this video? Tyrone already did it. Gator did it, so you can do you got to do it too. Things like that, and that was one of the things that actually tuned me off a lot. And I'm being completely honest with you guys. There's a lot of videos that I just don't like because I don't like a lot of things. That's the thing. You got to understand that. Is I understand why I'm not that popular, and I don't care. I really don't care. I understand why I don't have a gazillion subscribers. I don't know what that was, but I don't care because what I'm doing here. Let me put it this way: the most interesting reactions I've done in the last week have all been because of the top 10 Dark Knight things, Batman Arkham Asylum, because that's the stuff I like. I watch Boogie, so I like that reaction as well. I like reacting to the things that I generally have an interest for. When I do requests, I always feel this kind of nervousness because I know you guys want me to watch it, but I may not really like it that much. And it's really harder off the top of my head to find interesting content to give you for a subject matter I may not have anything to know about. And that's, I guess, the last advice that I would give to other reactors, especially the smaller reactors there, is, you know, just because somebody's requesting something, you might want to be interested in it. Look, I used to do it a lot too, but you're gonna run into problems where it may not be something you like. It may not be something you like, and when you become just this talking, walking monkey reaction box, people stop seeing you as less of a personality, less of a YouTuber, basically. So that's my advice there. Be careful about that. And further conclusion, one of the best things I like about this video that grade A under A did one of the best points about it is just like what I said with PewDiePie, is like these things, this controversy, all of this is in higher hands at this point now, and there is going to be a day when YouTube reaction videos will be non-existent. I'm telling you this right now, that there will be a day, it may be tomorrow, maybe next week, or maybe whenever, just like Reply Girl, that things are going to fade out, and we are no longer going to be able to make PIP straight full videos in a little box. So just keep that in mind. And unfortunately, it's taking bad situations to blow it up out of hand. And like I said in an email to Grade A, and I was talking to Cooley earlier today, you know, Ryan can bounce back from something like that, even if he lost the ability to do reaction channels, and he has the ability and the time to make Jeremy John style reactions, right, where no video at all, right? His brother does it recently too, and I think actually that's actually a pretty good idea down the line. Tyrone obviously has bigger and better things that he can be doing, movies, everything like that, but he still does reaction videos, things like that. But he's talented. Ryan, talented. Tyrone, talented. Things like this. This is the thing I was talking about, is that when the sort of hammer content, unfortunately maybe a strengthened content ID hammer comes down, and you can no longer do PIP type videos and things like that, as Grade A was point out, stealing people's content, literally muting yourself in a fucking video so the rest of it plays. When that gets out of hand and too many people are getting accolades and popularity off of that, then when YouTube steps in, it finally steps in and does something about it, the people that are probably going to be lost with that and are going to sacrifice the most are going to be people like Gator Martin and Cooley, who are just kind of doing it for fun, and they never really did it as a business, and they're going to be struggling to find something else for their channel to do. So I warned Cooley today. I warned him about that sooner or later, because of all this bullshit and because of this insane amount of growth that's been going on with reactors, with certain reactors subscribers, things like that, that, and it's pissing off a lot of people outside of this universe, nothing to do in this year. It's pissing off people that are just watching on a daily basis. YouTube will react, I'm quite sure, sooner than later. Alright guys, my name is Akasan. Remember, I'm in the Red Sun, Japan, here in Japan. I'm a teacher, and class is over.